Hey there everyone, and welcome back to the land of Endiness. Currently in the Forest of the Winglies. Let's go meet the Ancestor here. Well, he's not in here right now, but he should be shortly. You know, the naming for that place is very inconsistent. I'm pretty sure it's been called Mountain of Mortal Dragon, and now it's called the Mountain of the Mortal Dragon. I think it's also called Mount Mortal Dragon at one point. I'm not sure on that. Although it does have yet another name later on. Yes, we are. pretty cool. And so here we are at the Forbidden Land, the royal capital, Kadessa. Probably one of the most atmospheric and, I don't know, I guess you could say eerie dungeons and moments of the entire game. Good point. Can we go back? Yeah, you can't go back. I was making sure, because, yeah, this is a temporary point of no return, and let me tell you, that caused me endless amounts of grief on my first playthrough, because I was not prepared when I came in here my first time, and you know how I've been talking about a certain other boss in this game, besides Linus, which is often considered one of the hardest bosses in the entire main story, if not the hardest? Well, it's here. And I had to fight that boss with almost no items, from what I remember. I honestly don't even remember how I beat it. You know, I'll go into more detail on that thing when I actually get to it. For now, let's just get through this place. Oh yeah, we got new battle music here. This is basically the battle music that plays in wingly-oriented areas.
Take that! Summon 4 gods!
Die! More and more!
Yes! Go!
Oops, goof that up. I'm almost never prepared for the counter on that.
Die! More and more!
By the way, guys, don't worry too much about the health, because there's going to be a healing point coming up here before too long. I might need to heal before we get to it, but hopefully not. Yeah, this place is filled with teleporters. It may look a little confusing at first, but rest assured, this is actually much more straightforward than it appears. Except for here, where you have to... yeah. You have to go around a little bit to get some of these items. Dancer's shoes. Those are for Maru, I believe. Actually, I think the dancer's shoes increase your speed? Or I might be thinking of something else. Ah, yes, they do increase your speed. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put that on Maru. Basically made for her anyway. Actually, wait, I want to check something. I'm not sure if she's the only one who can wear that. Let's see if Rose can wear them. Oh, she can. Well, it lowers her defense. I don't know. I mean, speed in this game, as I've learned, actually is really valuable. Ah, you know what? Whatever. I'll go with it. Wait, where should I be going? Oh yeah, right. A teleporter over there we can't actually get to from here. Oh yeah, this place is really straightforward, not confusing at all. And here I am somehow getting confused. Oops. Oh wow, you know what I just realized? I need to put the attack badge back on my characters.
Yes! Go! Madness! Hero!
Yeah, I think some Dragoon magic is required here. This is getting a little scary. I don't want to game over to these things. That would be humiliating. Yeah, let's just do Death Dimension. Hey, it inflicted fear on them. That's good.
Yes! Go!
Oh wow, I did really bad at that. Oh well, we're gonna win anyway. That was a terrible battle. Let's not fail like that again. Yeah, you know what? Before I forget, I should probably equip these. Good old attack badge. Oh yeah, she's still using the attack. Oh, yeah, right. Okay, Dart was the only one that I needed to re-equip that on. Wait, did that just turn yellow before I started moving? Ah, maybe not. That'll be interesting to see in the recording. Like, I could have sworn that turned yellow just before I pressed the button to move, but I don't know, maybe not. Learn from your mistakes, right? Hey, cool, I made it to the healing point. Just barely, too. But yes, you can use that healing point right there an infinite number of times, so if you need to grind, this right here is obviously the best spot to do it. And oh, I grinded here so much on my first playthrough. Oh wow, I was completely unprepared for that for some reason.
Yes! Go! Madness! Hero!
You're not pulling that on me.
Gods!
Hush! Die! More and more!
So at this point, let's go ahead and save first, then I'll explain. Anyway, at this point, you have a choice of two different paths. Now, both of these paths will lead to the end of the dungeon, but each one has different rewards, and it is possible to go down both paths. And we're going to do that. Because one path has one of the best items in the game, and the other path actually has an optional boss. Which is extremely easy, but yeah, we'll deal with that when we get there. Now this path does not lead to the optional boss. But the reason I'm going here first is because I want to go ahead and just clear the path out now, because this is actually the path that I'm going to have to take in order to get to the, whoa. I just got jumped. In order to get to, like, the main boss. Because you see, on my PS2, if you defeat the optional boss and then proceed forward down, wow, I'm about to say, are we ever gonna stop spinning here? But it's like, yeah, if you defeat the optional boss and then proceed forward, like, to where the main boss is, the game will crash. It's another one of the, crash errors. And I think this one happens regardless of whether or not you use Dragoons. I'm not sure on that, but I think it does. Either way, I'm not going to risk it. So after I kill the boss, I'm just going to, like, come back and I'm going to go this way to get to the end of the dungeon. Now once you... Darn it. About to say, what you need to do in this dungeon, in this room, you have to run around and you have to stab the circles on the ground, the pads, and it'll turn them blue. And then it'll shut off the enemy generation. Also, this enemy here is kind of interesting because it has like 4 different faces and each one does a different thing. Like, one of them causes, well, joy can cause bewitchment. One of them causes damage. There's another one that causes dispirit. I'm not sure if one of them could cause instant death. I don't think so. That might be another version of the enemy that's encountered later. For some reason, I vaguely remember them like instant killing me one time, but maybe not. Anyway, thankfully, when you whenever you destroy one of these, the spinning head that was spawned by it will also disappear. So yeah, what Maru said. Just destroy all the pads on the ground, and it'll get rid of that barrier. Not too hard to do, as long as you just keep on constant move, and don't go the wrong way like an idiot. One to go. Yeah, when it's down to one, they get really fast. Or it gets really fast. But we made it. Here's the patience room. Da-na-na-na! Power up. And yes, that does exactly what you think it does. It doubles your offensive and defensive capabilities for 3 turns. It's awesome. Wait, is there anything down here? I don't know. Let's go on this way. Now that teleporter down there, that one will lead us to the boss. So yeah, let's not go that way yet. Quickly jump over these. Open this chest, get a Mind Crush. Ah yes, that's a new weapon for Dart. Let's equip that. It also has a chance of confusing the enemy when you use it. Anyway, here you just let yourself fall. Okay, so we got what I wanted on this path, so let's head back to the split now. At least I think that's everything here, isn't it? I don't think there's any more. Let me double check just to be sure. I think it's only those 2 chests. Mainly thinking about that middle path there. Yeah, there's nothing there. Yeah, I'm gonna go on ahead and do it this episode. Because it shouldn't take too long, because this is kind of a special boss. You'll see what I mean. Now here we have a puzzle. In order to solve this, basically each one of these things represents one of the species, and you basically have to, yeah. You have to select the teleporters in order from, like in order of the species creation, I believe, from lowest to highest. So, first it's, well, whatever this thing is, and then it's Gigantos, and then I think it's the Minentos, which is the little one here. Yes. And then, yeah, this here is a Wingly, I believe. This is a Dragoon. This is a human. I think it's human. No, it's not. Oh, okay, it must be... Oh. Yeah, you see, if you fail it a couple times... Well, but basically, as you fail it, you'll get more little cutscenes with your characters here, and it'll give you hints on how to solve it, basically. Like, your characters slowly work it out over time, and eventually it basically just gives you the answer. But you can solve it without doing that. Anyway, yeah, it's gonna go this. Actually, I think that's a Wingly. Yeah. And then it's Human, and then Dragoon. And that's it. And the boss is right up here. Yeah, you guys can probably already guess what this thing is, right? Yeah, it's pretty ugly. So yeah, this hideous looking thing is the Super Virage, and there's 3 different parts you can attack: the body, the head, or the arm, but it doesn't really matter. Because, you see, this boss is special in the sense that it actually kills itself after 10 turns or so. Yeah, see, it says lives remaining 10. Yeah, it's pretty powerful. But since it kills itself after a set number of turns, it's not really anything that difficult to deal with. Like, if you really wanted to, you could literally just guard throughout this entire fight and you would win. But no reason not to get in some addition practice on it. And it is possible to kill this boss without waiting through the turn limit too. The easiest way to do it would be to do a Dragoon special and just nuke it with everything you've got, particularly with power-up. But I'm more interested, in this run, I'm more interested in just building up my additions.
Die. More and more.
Ha! Ha! He! Take that! Summon 4 gods! Yes! Go! Ha! 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 Sadness! Hero!
I always thought the face or head of this thing looks so weird. It looks like a harmonica to me, or something. I don't know. The Super Virage has a really weird look to it. Like, when I look at its face, I'm honestly not sure what I'm even looking at. Unless that's supposed to be, like, its mouth or something? I don't know. Not a pretty sight, though.
Summon 4 gods! Yes! Go! Madness! Hero!
Die. More and more.
Uh-oh. Please don't kill Hashel. You just killed Hashel. Okay, well, healing fog time for Rose. I think at this point I might just guard the rest of the way. Because I don't necessarily want to use up all my healing items on this thing, because we still have the main boss of this level to go through, and yeah, that one's fun. So let's just do this now. Of course, hit the one guy that's not guarding. Smart of you, I guess. Now it's half dead. Although, when Dart said it's half dead, I think what he's actually talking about is just, like, the state that the thing is in already. Because if you remember in that cutscene, you know, the Dragon campaign cutscene with Dart, you know, when Dart and Rose were in the cave, this thing basically got an arrow shot right into it, and then it fell. Like the thing fell together with a falling city and probably got crushed. Oh yeah, on that, remember the city that fell at the end of that scene, you know, after Melbu Frama died? Yeah, that's this city. That was Kadessa. So this is that Virage. So this is that Virage that got shot. So basically, it awakened in response to the Dragoons, but due to the mortal wounds it took in that battle long ago, it's like the thing... It's barely alive. It's just, like, barely clinging to life, so... yeah. I'm pretty sure that's why it just dies after a specified number of turns. Also, I should probably use a Healing Breeze. I mean, I have enough of the things. Because when the Virage does die, it does a final attack, which does pretty heavy damage to everyone, and I definitely want everybody to have a good amount of HP for that, and also be guarding when it happens. Because it wouldn't be very pretty otherwise. Okay, we should be good. I don't know if Rose is gonna live, though. Oh, she died. Well, all the experience for Dart and Hashel, I guess. Even though it doesn't really give that much. And yes, there is one of those ever so valuable healing rains. That's the reward for beating it, basically. Now, if you go in that door over there, that will lead you to where the boss is. But yeah, if we go that way now, it's gonna crash, I'm pretty sure. And plus, I need to end this episode anyway, so we're gonna fight the boss next episode. Now, we're not gonna go forward, we're gonna go back. Going forward would not be good right now. Also, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to replace... No, I don't want to replace Rose. I'm going to replace Haschel with Albert, because Albert is finally going to be used again for something here. And this is the very reason that I was building up Gust of Wind Dance to maximum. I just need to find something. I want to equip it on him real quick. Twister Glaive. Even though that lowers his attack power, yeah, it doesn't matter, because the upcoming boss is Earth Elements, so it'll do increased damage to it.
Die. More and more.
Yes! Go! Madness! Hero!
Actually, I have an idea. I'm gonna have I'm gonna have Albert use a Dragoon. See, I want Albert with one... I want Albert with just one level of Dragoon power. And, well, I'll explain later. Yeah, I have several things to explain when I get to this boss, but you guys will see next episode. Ahem! Dragoon, what did you just do? You just crashed in the middle of a Dragoon edition. I have never seen that happen before. Let me see if I can fix this. If not, I'm gonna have to fight the stupid Super Virage again. Well guys, I hate to tell you this, but I think it's dead. So, yeah, I'm going to have to redo some stuff. Whatever. And then next episode's gonna start with the Super Virage dead and, you know, all the items picked up and all that, basically. I'm gonna reclaim all my progress, I'm gonna get back to the save point, I'm gonna save, and that's where the next episode will begin, so... See ya, everyone.